Welcome, boys and girls, back to our ASTON Villa career mode. This is episode 26. Today we will end the transfer window. I will play two games. The big one against Chelsea away, who are just 2 points behind us and 2 places behind us. So the league table is indeed close. So this is gonna be really exciting. We are hoping for a draw. This is what I'm going for. Then we have another amazing game against Swansea. Because if you can't remember, Swansea is just behind us, because we won I think the second last episode we played against Swansea and did win, and because of that, with 1-0, we were in front of them. So we're playing against the team who has 2 places behind us and 2 points, and a team who is 1 place and 1 point behind us. If we win both games, we would at least, of course, be 3 points in front of 4th place. We could maybe go up to 2nd, maybe have a decent amount of points behind 4th or 5th place. On the other side, of course, if we lose, we could drop down a few places. Before I start, as you probably can hear already, my voice is a bit down. I was in the stadium, watched RB Leipzig play at home against Frankfurt. And of course, there you talk to other people, it's a bit loud, so my voice is a bit gone. And also, it's extremely cold. And I'm slowly getting a bit ill. It's not too bad, but I'm a bit ill. I feel decent, but my voice, my nose is getting a bit bad, or how you say that basically. So my voice could sound a bit different. I might have to cough in here and there or whatever, or sneeze, so I hope it's not too bad, and I really hope I'm not getting ill. Before I go into the game against Chelsea, last but not least, the big question is, of course, are we going to sell ASTON or not after what he did in the last episode? I'm not sure yet. I think I will decide within the episode. I hope I get the transfer offer, because if not, of course, then I don't have to decide, but I would like to decide, because yeah, it would be nice to really think about it and then decide if it makes sense or not, but I think I would do it. But for now, let's go into the game against Chelsea. I don't want anything else in a draw. I can use my first choice squad, even though Oxford is still a bit tired, but yeah, we really don't want to lose this one. Neves for Vargas. Can Vargas score this? Vargas, his performance in this game, maybe in the game against Swansea as well, will be really important to me. Because the thing is, with the striker position, oh, he almost got that up. The thing with the striker position is that we don't have anybody right now who can score a lot of goals. We have some players who can score a decent amount of goals, like maybe 6, 7, 8. But I need somebody who can score, if you really fight for like the top 4 or top 6, you need somebody who can score 15, 20 goals in the season if he's not injured. Now, we have of course 3 strikers. Vargas is helping us a lot, but he's not really scoring goals. I think he has like 3 or 4 goals right now, and he's my first choice striker for quite a long time already now. Now, we have of course Morris, who played decent in the games before he got injured, but before that, he just played a few decent games, and before that he played bad, so I'm not 100% sure what to expect from him. And boy, ASTON, if he's playing like in the last episode, he can score goals, he is the best goal scorer. But also in the last episode he really scored goals, and that just 2 penalties and 1 goal out of the game. So I'm very unsure who of these 3 I consider to be the player who can, during this episode, so during the season, so until the end of the season as well, maybe in the next season, score 15-20 goals a season for us. And right now, I'm very unsure. Boya ASTON didn't do it. Vargas is a bit unlucky, but is also not doing it. And Moses, of course, I don't know, he's injured. So that's a big question. And if Vargas, for example, can play decent this episode and score maybe 1-2 goals, and show me that whenever he has a 1v1, he will score, that of course would make it easier to decide to sell Boya ASTON. If he's not doing it, then that would make easier to decide to keep him. So Vargas' form in this episode will be very important in the decision if I want to sell him or not. Lozano to Vargas. Can he get it through? Yes, Vertu with the first big chance of this game. Decent save by Courtois. Again, this is what Vargas really does for us. He is in the position, his pass to Vertu was perfect. He's doing that stuff. Mose didn't really do that stuff, and Boya ASTON is not doing that stuff. But in the end, he is not the striker up front who gets the ball and scores it. And so it's really very difficult. I want the striker to help me, but the main task of a striker is to score. He helps me more than I even could expect, but he's not scoring. So it's a very interesting decision, because they all 3 are not bad, but not good. So I'm very unsure who I like the most, and if I feel the need of signing somebody else or not. It's very difficult to decide that right now for myself. Stendera, Vargas with some space. Can Vargas do something? Goes around Vargas. That's the thing. He is in a decent position. He sees the space, but he's not scoring it. Maybe we can do something with a corner. Stendera's cross is not bad. We are winning the header. Right now Chelsea is playing very typical Chelsea football. They are playing quite defensive. Their defense is amazing. Like, this is definitely one of the best defensive performances I yet had to play against. Was not really able to go through a lot of times. Had like 1-2 decent chances, but I mean nothing too crazy. And we are a decent attack. On the other side, they're doing nothing yet. They were in the attack. They were not even close yet. They didn't even try. There were 0 crosses, 0 long shots. Not even once they did anything. So I don't know if Lafont actually ever touched the ball before. Probably not. Maybe like 2 times. They're doing nothing in the attack. So it's very easy for me right now in the aspect that I just want a draw. So if I would want the win, it would be difficult. But it really looks like Chelsea is only going for a 0 draw. They don't want anything else. They just want a draw. And we only want a draw as well. And we both, Chelsea and Aston Villa, we both like clean sheets. So this is a typical 0-0 game yet. And I'm quite sure if Chelsea is not going attacking in the end, the last 10-15 minutes, it's definitely going to be a 0-0 draw, which again, I'm extremely happy about. I'm confused and would be surprised if Chelsea would be happy with that. But yeah, okay, they now subbed on Hazard for Moses. Interesting. The first time they actually tried something, but again, not really too difficult, so yeah. I take it. I'm happy with the result yet. Oh no! Oh, what a save by Oxford there. I will go defensive. Oh wait, I'm not sure if Oxford touched that ball or not. I have no idea actually. If he didn't touch it, then you could think about a penalty. In the end, the only thing I know is we somehow did not concede. And that is, it was the typical 0-0 game. Chelsea only wanted a draw and just the clean sheet. It's the same for us. We got a transfer offer, £21 million. Now, I think about the thing. I would accept it. The thing I'm thinking about is the following. I could, and I did already, offer other teams him for a swap deal, 1-1. The thing is, if I offer them Boya Baston, I offer them £22 million, basically, if you understand what I mean. If I sell him for right now, for example, 21, I would only get like 17.5, I think, in my transfer window, my transfer budget. So then I could only offer them 17, 18. So I'm not sure if it makes sense. Otherwise, on the other side, basically, if I don't, I really want to sell him. So I decided that I'm gonna stall it for a few more days. We now have the game against, oh no, I don't want to delete it. We now have the game, he even wants to play against Swansea. Of course he wants to play against former team. It's September 20th. I will at least, let's say on the 25th, if I until the 25th have no plan or haven't, basically made a deal, a swap deal with somebody else and he is out of the club already, then I will accept the offer from Arsenal. So 25th is the deadline to either you do something with him until then, or on the 25th you have to accept the offer. We're now going to the game against Swansea, you know the league table. I'm not really going to change anything in the team. Let's straight go into the game and get the second win in the row against Swansea. I'm very sure that during this game at some point I will sub on Boya Baston. To first of all that he gets this welcome. Wait, fast. If Vargas is fast enough, he might have a chance. So now he has to show me 1v1s. Can he do it? Vargas, he can! Rodrigo Vargas scores it. Boom, boom, nice ricer. So I want to sub him on. Do first of all give him the welcome. Swansea fans, I guess they like him, I'm not sure, but he was one of the star players. I mean, he is the player who gets us the most money in kit sales, and we have like more star players compared to Swansea, so I'm very sure that he was probably the biggest star player at Swansea. Jonah Yu, I think, also was a Swansea player, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. So maybe he's making something like, he's also back at his former team, but I'm not sure. So I will give him the welcome. Okay, that's the first reason. The second reason is this probably will then be his last chance to show me something. So especially, I wanted to say, if Vargas is playing bad in the first half, I might already at half time sub him off for Boya Baston and give Boyabaston the chance in the second half to do it better. But Vargas started with a goal after just a few minutes. That's of course not too bad, not too good for Boyabaston, but really nice for myself, especially because Vargas hasn't scored for quite some time, so I'm very happy that he finally scored again. Vargas, look at this. Veretout losing the ball, but this is amazing what Vargas is just doing. The way he keeps the ball, finds the right space, makes the right decisions, makes them passes. It's very difficult. The thing is, of course, if I sell Boyabaston, I'm not gonna spend money to buy a backup or a third choice striker. Then I will sign a first choice striker, which would then mean Vargas would lose his spot as first choice striker. And when Morris is back, we have to decide if he's even our third choice striker or if we even sell him. Because I don't need 3 strikers, so I kind of feel bad for him. Oh yeah, very bad defending by Amavi there, who is really close to him, and then there is the cross and Amavi just decides to leave Arayu alone, which is completely stupid, who then of course easily scores it. His name says something to me. Was he always a Swansea player, or was he maybe playing for Las Palmas? Because I did a Las Palmas and a Swansea career mode, and one of the names, I think it's Las Palmas, and because of one of them teams, and yeah, I think it's Las Palmas, I remember the name, so I think he was a Las Palmas player. Oh, what a save! That was an amazing save, but that defending is really, really bad. So we were winning 1-0, we controlled the game, and now Swansea is dominating us. I'm not sure why. So we might have a counter-attack if Ayew is making the run. Damn it. Ayew is I'm gonna sub him off at halftime if he's not scoring a goal in the next like 2 minutes. Because he's in the last episodes, in the recent episodes, like 2-3 episodes, but definitely the worst performing player we have. He, in the last episodes, something is not working, so I will sub him off for, why can we not just get the ball? We'll sub him off for Pulisic. Christian with Vargas. I'm waiting. Christian with the run. Look at the pass. Christian Pulisic. Decent shot, nice save, but this is Vargas. Again, you see what he's doing there. I don't know how often I have to repeat myself. He is helping us a lot. And he scored in this game, so I can't sell him. It's just a big question. What if I sign a different first choice striker and then Morris is back? What will happen then? I'm very unsure. I might actually have to think about then selling Morris instead of Vargas, but then it's gonna be up to you. I will give you the decision. You have to decide. But it's not gonna be an easy decision for you, I think. Oh, nice, the header! I'm very unsure what's happening with corners right now. Stendera's crosses are still amazing. They're still probably the best I had yet in FIFA 17. With all the players I had to cross corner yet. He is definitely the best corner taker. The thing is, basically 80% of the corners get to one of our players. And it's not because we have a lot of like extremely tall players, it's especially because of them amazing crosses. The big thing is though, we don't score a lot of them. Because the headers themselves are not good enough. So, but I don't know how to change it. And the big problem is that they are always like this. Just at the ground, not a lot of power behind that, even though I press the button for a long time. Very unlucky there. I wouldn't even say it was a bad tackle, it was just unlucky. Just the huge chance, then they have a chance, and then they get a penalty, which is correct, but come on. So we really don't want to lose, but there is not much time to go. They just sub on Gomes, and he straight away gets a penalty. So if he misses this would be amazing. But oh, he misses this as well. Oh my god, this is an amazing story. They just sub him. Probably Arayu would have took the penalty. Then straight before the penalty, they sub him off and give Gomes the penalty, who then misses. Like, that's completely retarded. What the fuck? We have a decent chance for counter-attack. Vargas, not sure why they stopped this one. Vargas, of course, is never stopping his one. Going for the 1v1-2. Can he cross it in? I will try. The cross is not bad. That would have been an amazing goal by Christian Pulisic, but again, you see what Vargas is doing. Never stopping his one. Amazing 1-2, amazing cross. He is amazing. And I don't understand why, because he's got him 60, I think 9 rated, 69 I think, or 67, something of this. Or 68, 67, 8 or 9. It's nothing, basically, compared to, for example, Baston, 82 rated. He has no great stats. but he is just playing amazing. It's time to bring on ASTON, but as you can see, I will bring on von Stendera, Pulisic in the midfield, Vargas as right winger, because I really don't want to sub off Lausanne or Vargas because they are playing amazing. And of course Pulisic, I just subbed him on, so this made the most sense for me. Pulisic can play on the midfield, he is doing that often for Dortmund. And of course Vargas can basically play everywhere, so it's definitely not a problem. This should work. Let's see if there's still a goal, but there isn't much time left, so I don't really expect anything anymore in the last few minutes. That's it. We got 2 draws in 2 interesting games, so I would say in total I'm not too unhappy. Swansea was better in this game. We were a bit better against Chelsea, but in the end we got 2 points, which I'm happy about. Chelsea won against Leicester, Arsenal won, Everton won, Spurs won against Stoke, 3-0 against Stoke. That's amazing, they're winning 3-0 against Stoke. We got another transfer offer, this one though I can reject because just 17 million pounds. Vargas improving his dribbling, finishing and shot power. You can see it, he does not have amazing stats. He's just 69 weighted now. But he is playing like an 80 weighted player. We are on the 23rd, we are 1 day in front of the first game. The game in the cup. Now I have to make my decision. There are 2 options now. I'm either now gonna sign Timo Werner. He's worth 90 million pounds, so we are, even if you're losing 2 million pounds, who cares? He was the dude I really wanted to go for. I only did not go for him because somehow, I don't even understand why, you all didn't want me to go for him. You wanted me to go for in the end for ASTON or somebody else than Timo Werner. Now I can either sign him or I can sell him. If I don't go for Timo Werner, I now have to sell him, in my opinion. The only player I really think about right now is Iheanacho. But I really want to try out Timo Werner, so I'm going for this deal. Timo Werner, we're probably losing 2.5 million pounds, but getting a lot of wage. We still have money to sign somebody. But Timo Werner is not going to be the signing, and therefore it's done. We got Timo Werner, finally I have him. And ASTON, his last game for us was against Swansea, which is quite funny, but yeah, it's done. We got him, and I think should I try to go for Johan Contra? Do I really need him? I'm not sure. I will make him 5 million pounds off. I'm not sure if I should spend that much money on a player in the best case I will never use. So I don't know, but Timo Werner, I will show you his stats with fast. He will probably be my first strike. I will at least give him a chance. Amazing pace, 96 acceleration, 94 sprint speed, and all his other physical stats are decent as well. Stamina, reaction jumping. Of course, he's really small and still has a wide strength for that. He has decent attack position, ball control, dribbling, finishing, shot pass, shot power is alright, long shots are okay. Medium, 4-star weak foot, 3-star moves. Now for some reason we have a cup game and then another cup game. I actually think I'm gonna simulate them both. I don't think it makes sense. I was thinking there are 2 options. One is that I simulate the game and then end the episode. There are 1 or 2 things I could still ask you in front of the end of the transfer window. I might still do this, I'm not sure. The other option is to just simulate the game as well. It's against Bolton. I think I'm gonna simulate it, but we'll see. First of all, the first game I will just quick sim. Should be an easy win, even if not, we won 4-1 away, so it's not a problem. 3-1, boom! 2-4, so we did actually not even win. Hakim and Lozano with goals, Ramirez and Fabio for them. Pulisic got injured, so I really hope that Pulisic is not injured for a long time. That would be very, very, very bad. So please don't let him be injured for a long time. He is injured for 5 weeks with broken metatarsal. Not even sure what that is. 5 goddamn weeks. Well, because of the cup games, we now have another game in the goddamn transfer window. So I will not end the transfer window. I will end the episode right here. We have goddamn 8 games in the fucking transfer window. Are you kidding me? 8 games in the transfer window. Well, in the next episode, therefore, I will play against Bolton, against Sheffield Wednesday, and then end the transfer window. Now, I have some money, and I think about 1 or 2 things. And this is what I want to tell you now in the top right for you to vote. I still have money and I could make signings. Now, the following things are really possible. Number 1, I can sign Julian Conrad. He accepted the contract offer. We could sign him for 5 million pounds. He has potential to be, not potential, we say he has showing great potential. I think I can get him to like an 85 easily. He has decent stats and is a decent player for sure. He is tall, 5-star weak foot, not that we really care, but goalkeeper with 5-star weak foot, why not? He is the first option. Leno doesn't want to join us, so this will not happen. Isco is still an option. I don't really think it would make sense to go for him, but I will just give you the option. But even if you vote for him, I don't know where to use him though. Then we have Lionel Messi. I'm actually trying to get for Lionel Messi right now, and it would be amazing. The thing is, he's asking for 425,000 pounds per week, which even less than he's earning. The most I can offer him is 375, exactly 375. So I'm exactly 50k less. If it's possible, he's the man. I will not give you the option because it would make sense to vote for that. If it's possible, I don't care what you're voting for, I will go for Lionel Messi. If not, then I will go for whatever you vote for. And that's basically it. And the other option is Alexis Sanchez. So basically, backup goalkeeper Julian Conrad. Alexis Sanchez on a big contract. He already accepted. I can do it now. And Isco on a big contract. These are your 3 options, or I will give you the 4th option. Do nothing of that. Just keep the money. They're all not worth the money. In the end, Alex Sanchez will be on a huge contract of I think 100 something. I don't know how much he wanted. He's asked for 190. Messi, of course, will be our whole budget. And Duran Conrad is asking for, I think, like 12 or 14,000 pounds per week, so nothing. But it's 5 million pounds we would have to spend. It's up to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Got a many cup games and stuff. I hate it, but yeah, it's I can't change it. If you enjoyed this episode, please smash the like button. I'm not sure what I will continue tomorrow. I'm very unsure. What I definitely know is in the next episode I will enter Transfer Winner, so definitely don't forget to vote in top right. Yeah, if you're new on this channel and just enjoyed this video and want to see more, then just subscribe, of course. And yeah, I will see everybody of you tomorrow with whatever we do. I'm not sure yet, but I will definitely see you then. Bye guys.